Hey everyone, Crafting Vicky here with you, and we're the 2nd of July, and I thought since I had shared with you guys my 2016 endeavors, that 6 months down it was time to do an update of what I did do, what I didn't do, what I did more of, whatever. And so in keeping with this, I've got all kinds of stuff on my table here. We're in my kitchen, and I figured I was going to share it with you. So the first, I went through my video and made some notes. My video back from January, and there should be a little iCard up there if you, or it's up there, whichever way, there, basically showing what I did think I was going to be doing, and this is what I did do, and I put them in the order that I had said I was going to do them. So the first thing that totally took over my life is the Bonnici Journal. I have not one, but two started. One is almost finished, and the other one is just started, but there's a lot of it already done in there. And so, yeah, I've been collecting like crazy, you know, tearing up magazines apart. I've been collecting magazines, taking out letters, whatever. It's I've discovered something new that I totally love and that I had forgotten about, because as a kid I used to do a lot of gluing down of papers, and it was just fun, and then somehow we kind of get lost of this and we forget to do it. So this is the first one that I did, and I'm going to do an actual, and I'm not sure how good the lighting is and on this, but anyway, I will be doing a flip through of this. I just finished doing the cover. It's all security envelope, different ones that I've collected. I thought it was fitting with this type of journal, and the letters on top of it also come from a magazine. So that's the first one I did. And here's the second one that I just started. I already have quite a few tabs, as you can see. Maybe, maybe not. Hopefully you can. There's at least, there's 4 tabs, but there's another one that's missing. It's just because I'm not sure how much of the book it's going to actually take. So before I put my tab, I want to know where I'm stopping on this. So this is the second book, and I'm loving doing this. And as soon as this one is finished, I will also give you a preview of this. The second thing I wanted to try was magazine journaling. So this, I didn't do the magazine journaling in the journal that I thought I was going to do it in. I ended up being able to use my Green Craft magazines and my journaling, my art journaling magazine from Sampington. And basically what I did is I started there's actually 2 of these going on at the same time. So those are the 2 that I'm using right now. One is being used for the Pick a Stick Monday challenge, which is this one. So you've seen probably some of this shown. And I'm sorry, my dog is not liking something in the house, probably the cats. So yeah, so this is the one that I'm using for Pick a Stick Monday challenge, and I will also put a little iCard so you can see some of the stuff that I made in there. And the other one is Pick a Sticks challenge. It's a monthly challenge, and I started another book with this one, and I've already done 3 pages, and it's these ones. And I've shared as well some of the process of making these, not all of them, but some of them. I think I shared the process, but I'm not sure anymore. Anyway, if I did, I'm going to check out, and if I did, I'm going to put a little iCard for that as well. Then there was a mini tag book that I really wanted to do, and I didn't get around to doing it. It's the mini tag book that I'm having a blank. Cage Fish had suggested. and that I still really want to do, but I haven't had the time, and I haven't done it yet. Then there's the scavenger hunt. So the scavenger hunt book was all about alphabets, and I was using Stupid White Man book, and I had put all the letters here, but I didn't do as much as I thought I was going to do. I did A, and I'm not sure if I put anything else anywhere else. No, see, I didn't do any other letters. So this is something else that I need to continue, which I haven't really done much of. Then there's the mixed media morsels. So for the mixed media morsel, I'm using this little journal. I had done already the step number 1. I did 2 other steps since then, the step number 2 and the step number 3, and that's it. So I just did actually the step number 3 last weekend. So this I really want to continue as well. I'm following them, but definitely way behind in what I was thinking I was going to do. But it's because I've done other stuff, right? So anyway, one of the things that I really did a lot of is the You and Me challenge. This is a little album that I used to put all my stuff in. It's actually a little photo album that I recovered with some old papers and stuff, and that I believe I have a video as well, so I'll put the link on that. And so I've been doing index card swaps with friends, and it was lots of fun, and I did lots of them, and actually there's only a few little pages left in this album, and some of those are going to be filled up with some of the latest things that I received. I've been doing it. I've been lucky enough that some other YouTube friends wanted to do some, and this and that Rosaline wanted to. So this is the one she made recently for me, and she sent me this wonderful little ATC, super cute. And I've also had the chance of doing another type of swap, but this time it was altered card swap that I did, and it was with ID, and I got her wonderful stuff, and I didn't share it with you, so I thought this was a good instance to do so. She sent me some maps of around her place in New Hampshire, so I'm very excited to use those. They're going to be a lot of fun. And then she sent me the wonderful cards, altered cards that she made, and they're just gorgeous. Beautiful. And she wasn't sure that she was good and that I would like them. I don't know what she was afraid of, because they're just stunning. Stunning. This one is so cute. It has little ducks all over it. And yeah, so they're just wonderful. And so I'm considering myself very lucky that some of my YouTube followers have wanted to swap with me and do that sort of thing. So it's been great fun. The 7th item on my list this year to do was face drawing. So you will remember this journal. I shared it with you in the month of January. I had already done the first page. I did some more, not as much as I would have liked to, and I was doing them during my lunch hour. So basically just doodling while taking lunch. Some of them were better than others, some not so much. But the point was to get some practice and just have fun with it. And so yeah, I've done overall. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 faces. So I'm pretty happy that I've, 21. I'm pretty happy that I did so many so far, but this is definitely something that I'm going to continue. I just don't know how many times a week, a day, it depends. But as I was going through all my stuff, you know, for collection for my Almas, I was pulling out faces to do in this. Then there was the Meet the Masters, to research an artist and to journal with their style and just learn about them. That didn't happen yet. I do still want to do it. I have some information already on some of the artists. I just didn't take the time to do anything about it. The drawing in dictionary. Well, there's two dictionaries that I'm using, a small one and a big one. And some of it was done, but not much. So I did, and I'm putting little tabs on the pages that I've done. This one I already showed to you, but I also did a little castle, and I did a little bill. So that's the little one, and in the big one I only did one more page, and from the last time, and this was this one about tears. So yeah, so this is also something that I like doing, but I don't want to have the stress. It's about doing it for the fun of me when I want to, and that's it. Then there was the old Bonnici Journal. Well, here is my journal. I was good until the beginning of February. Then I kind of took a rest, and the last page that I have is from the month of March. Yeah, and actually the 25th of March. So I will probably continue some of it, but I'm definitely not somebody that writes in a journal every day. I used to, but it comes and goes, and so there's nothing. I don't want to put stress on myself for doing something. If it's fun, then I do it. If it's not fun, I stop doing it. And that's my new motto, not to stress myself, because there's plenty of stuff that stress us out, and it's not about. This is supposed to be some way to let out some stuff, so it's not supposed to stress us out. Then my Zen doodling, that one didn't progress from the last time you saw it, except that today I made a mandala. So see, I just had fun. So the point is, this one I had put away, and then I just forgot about it. So I need to leave it out, and when I don't have anything to do, just doodle in it, and when it is over, I will show you. So the other things that I did do, because there was other stuff that I did that took more of my time, and that explained why I didn't do all the other stuff. I finished my mixed media album. I actually did a flip through on this, so I will be putting the iCards on this, and it's super thick, and it was great fun to actually finish it. And on the cover I put some, I also did the cover in one of my videos, and I used some National Geographic with Citrusol, and it was super fun. Then one thing I did was GB5 with a friend, with Erin. So this is the album that I made. It's also super thick. It's a composition album, and it is now complete. So that I will be doing a flip through of my complete album as soon as I finish showing you guys part number 5, because I only showed you so far the first 4 parts of it. So there's the 5th part to come, and I will show you that later. I'm also doing a GB5 with Anne, but this time it's a bit different. I send her stuff, she sends me back, so we're exchanging the steps between the two of us, and that's super fun, and I'm loving this. Then I did my journaling out of the box. So the journaling out of the box initially was a small little index card for the small box. But now I found this wonderful drawer, I can't say the word properly, that I want to eventually alter, and my little cards fit in totally awesome in there. So these are the little game cards that I'm using for my journaling, and so far I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's plenty more to come, and it's going to fill up the box. But it's kind of fun because I can mix and match them and just leave them all out, and people can just flip through them, and yeah, it's just fun. Then the big box is this big box that has inches on both sides. So you open it up like this, and this is where I've kept my bigger journaling cards, and those have been done with some cereal box cardboard. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those so far in my box. From this, I ended up doing a lot of postcards, and of course those don't show because I've mailed them out to people. Or there's some left in my Etsy store as well. But yes, so those have been taking some of my time, and I just find that they're very fun, and people just enjoy getting mail, and it's just a happy little mail, and it ships out fine. None of them got destroyed, so I'm really happy about that. And I also tried out some altered envelopes, and that also shipped out fine, and it was great fun. And I'm wondering what the postman is thinking when he's actually delivering those. But I guess, I don't know, I would have to find one that when he comes to my house and delivers one of those, how he thinks about it. Then I love doing junk journals, and I did this one. I did the actual top part, and I'm using this to put, eventually to put fonts, because basically I love trying to write in different ways, and there's lots of books about it and whatever. But while doing scavenging through magazines, I'm discovering that there's a lot of fonts that are interesting, and so when there's one that interests me, I put it in an envelope like this, and then I will eventually just glue those down into this little album, and it will have cost me nothing. So what I'm doing as well is whenever I'm painting, I'm using my leftover paint on because this is just stuff that I received in the mail, and I don't want it to be distracting from the actual font that I want to display. So, I can be like this because you're not going to see the font, you're just going to see the book text. Whereas if I put it on here, or if I put it on here, well, you're going to see the font more. Even if it doesn't show completely cover the back, it's enough so that the font will actually pop up. So this is something that I'm working on, but I'm only working on it with leftover paints, so this book is not going anywhere fast, and at the same time I'm collecting, so when this is finished and I can actually put stuff that I collected in there, in the meantime it really doesn't matter all that much. One of the things as well that I did a lot of is coloring. I started collecting books, coloring books like crazy. And I don't know if you've noticed, but anytime I start doing something, I need to put a story into it. Even my mass journal, I can't just do putting images in it. It's not enough. I have to put a digi, I have to color something, I have to put a story in it, somehow a quote that I like that pertains to what I was collecting, whatever. There has to be something that that just reflects me, so that eventually when I'm looking back at it and looking through them, it's going to remind me. And so I spend a lot of time coloring pages, and this is the one I'm doing at the present time. But there's been there's some that took very, very long to make, and the thing is, when you've spent so much time, like this one took forever to color. And what I was thinking is, once I'm finished with this, what am I going to do with this book? Because it's all good that I've colored it, but that's it, like, I'm not sure that I'll ever go back to something that I just colored. So that got me thinking into using it in a different type of way, and this is why this happened. So I used a digital image and then did some journaling, and that will get me going back to this. It's becoming pretty much like any type of art journal, except that the background is a wonderful drawing that an artist took a lot of time to make, and it's just fun. So that's that. What I've also been doing is I love cage fish. I mean, she just has wonderful ideas. And one of the ideas that she had was a big face type of album. So basically, she takes a picture of an artist. The ones that she showed were big face, so my album is all about big face. So she takes a picture of somebody and then just add different eyes, different mouth to that image and just make it fun. And it kind of reminds me of those books where you flip and you can have 3 different flips and alter whatever the person or whatever is. So this is kind of what it is. And so I'm using an IKEA catalog, and I've gessoed the pages, or I've glued down the pages to make them stronger, but then I gessoed some of them to remove kind of the background. And here is some of the big faces I've done. And my daughter did one that I really love. This here is just magazine's background that I thought were going to be fun for other big faces, so that's what I'm gluing down, just to have some sort of interest, so when I put down a big face, there's going to be something. So this is the one my daughter made. I thought it was really fun. So this is something else that I'm working on. I'm also putting down deli paper that is painted, just so that there's some sort of background on this, and it's kind of fun. And last but not least, I started last weekend. I used to crochet a lot, and then I stopped doing it, and I really loved crochet for the longest of time, but the last piece I had done in crochet was a tablecloth, and it must have been over 6 feet long by about 4 to 5 feet wide, and it took me forever. I mean, seriously, it must have taken me at least 3 years, if it's not more than that. And so after that, I stopped completely doing crochet. The person that showed me how to do crochet was my mother-in-law, and I really missed her. She's passed in 2012 from cancer, and I loved her dearly. She totally got the fact that I was creative, that I liked that sort of thing. She showed me how to sew, how to crochet, how to knit, but that's it. And how to cook. So we did a lot of stuff together, and it was great fun. And since I hadn't done crochet anymore, I was thinking that I had lost whatever I had learned from her. So I shared on with one of my friends, Annie. It's a friend from CEGEP, early college here in Canada, and she does, afghans, and so I was thinking of doing one, either knitting or crocheting. And I asked for her advice, and she said that I should check out a channel on YouTube to show me how to do this, and that it was easier to do with a crochet than with actual knitting, because the knitting, the needles have to be really, really long, and mostly circular needles if you're going to do something that big, because you need all the little pieces to be on your needle to be able to knit them together. So whereas crochet, you just go about it. So this is what I've done so far, and it's been only a week, so I'm pretty happy. I've already used up one big ball of 220 yards of this. I fell in love with, because the video that I was watching, they were using Bernat baby blankets to use it, to do this. And this stuff is just so soft. It's incredibly soft. There is some for home, and I did order some, but I still haven't gotten them. But I figured this one would go well with my living room, because it's in creams, light blue, and some browns. So it's not too babyish, and it's super soft. So this should be a nice blanket to put over you when you're watching TV. So this is it, folks. That's what I've been up to. I'm wondering what you've been up to now, and hopefully it's something creative. And so don't forget to leave me comments down below if you want me to see what you've been up to, if you have ideas of stuff that I should be doing, whatever. It's always fun to read your comments. And if you did like my video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, folks. So that's it. Bye.